You see that chrome pipe assembly there, and what's up there, apparently the mechanic said all that is leaking like a sieve. So I'm going to clean that up and try to get that rectified. And so yeah, it's going to be very interesting how this is going to work out.
But Advance Auto again, getting stuff to plug up my manifold, and look what pulled in, man. This is freaking awesome. It's an Airstream 86, he says. But you know, it's got the 454 in it. That is freaking awesome. That is crazy, man. I'd love to have one of these. Although paying for that windshield might be a little pricey. That is awesome. It's even got a spotlight on the top or something on there. That is really cool. Look at the size of those exhaust pipes, man. They're bigger than mine.
But because the nut itself is pretty freaking sizable, it sticks out quite a bit. So I'm going to use this, force it in there. But I've also got my Optimum gasket maker, you know, max temp, 700 degree. So I'm going to coat the threads with that and crank it in there, and hopefully that'll work, because this is not working based on that little tube I have.
Continuing to retrofit, those smaller NPT fittings did not fit. This is a 3/8. This is a little too big. This is a 5/8 bolt, grade 5. It's a little too big. So this first one did not go in as snugly as I would like, so I put some of this high temp gasket seal around it to kind of hopefully thread lock it a little bit. I'm hoping. It's still a little chilly in here. So, and I also use this stuff, the steel stick, which is by JB Weld. No endorsement or product, you know, placement, but that's what it is there. I use it on the next one over here. You can see there. That one fit a lot more snugly than this one did. If snugly's a word, but whatever. So I couldn't find 1-inch 9/16 at Lowe's, so I bought 1.5-inch, and I did these. I cut them down because I don't want them sticking into the exhaust manifold too far. I just want them into the stud, you know, that was holding that framework. So I got my little bits on the floor, my cut-offs, and I'm going to be putting these bad boys in on the driver's side. All right, so just for a hint for happiness, I took the smaller bolt. And what I did with the smaller bolt, if I can manage to do it here, tripping the camera, is that I went into these ports here. As you can see, it gets a little tight here. And what I've done here is I've stuck this in. This is smaller than it would fit, but what I've done here is I've kind of gone around and make sure if there's any kind of burrs or something, I'm just kind of clearing off the burrs. Okay, so I buttered up the end of this thing with that torque silicone thing. This is one of the cut-off ones. So I'm going to place that in there, see if I can get a good shot here. Stick that in there. Get the focus, there we go. And hopefully that will start to thread in. Just get that started. It's probably not going to go in straight, but I'll at least get it going. It's pretty snug. You have to tap on that just a little bit. Ratchet on this thing. Start ratcheting it away. Yep, there we go. And just carefully start turning her so she'll go in. I gotta try to keep the socket fairly straight when doing this. Otherwise it'll just pop the nut back out. The bolt, I should say. I don't want to keep mixing that up. Bolts and the nuts and everything. But definitely just slowly turn it. Now she does have stuff burning off the manifold because I sprayed rust all over it when I thought I was going to take the big nuts out here, but not doing that. So obviously got to check her out and see if she's leaking out of anywhere after everything kind of burns off. Well, I don't know if you can see this exactly. I'm gonna try to hold the camera just right. The others are just a little bit of smoke. I let everything kind of burn off. And this seems to have settled down after it dried out. But this one here, there's like little wisps of gas coming out. And this is the only one that I used that JG weld on that was kind of crumbly. So I'm wondering if that's causing a little pinhole leak in that one, and that's causing it to emit a little bit of exhaust out that one nut. It looks like everything else with the silicone is holding. So that's good. No little wisps of smoke or anything else. She's more than warmed up now. So it looks like I'm going to have to take that one back out and basically do the silicone stuff again instead of this guy. Too crumbly and just not flexible enough to seal all the crevices. So I'm gonna wind up using this stuff again and need more silicone. Dang it! And fixing that last bit. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna let her cool down, pull that one out, bolt out, grease it all up with the silicone, stick it back in. Funny thing is, this was one of the tighter ones. Anyway, get back.